I can just sort of hear little noises. I hope the volume's alright. I can fix that if it needs to be upped or lowered. The game is frozen at present. Oh my god. Maybe it doesn't work with cutscenes. I can just describe the cutscene, I suppose. This game is a nightmare to run. I got this through GOG and it's still a fucking nightmare to run. The ancient game has crashed. It's fine for me. I am seeing a foggy, misty plain at nighttime and a title card saying The Mystery of the Druids, with some standing stones and lightning and thunder and sort of bells tolling in the background. It's very atmospheric. Then it's zooming up and it's Stonehenge! And what looks like a KKK meeting, but not as pointy. You know what it means? There's like people in white robes all standing around with torches, but around Stonehenge. One of the shittest monuments in the world. They're all just standing. It's doing sweeping camera angles through Stonehenge. Audio game stream.
All right, awesome, cool.
They're around an altar in the middle of Stonehenge going...
Awesome, yeah.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
And it's still not showing anything. It's still just sweeping around all these robed figures going... A guinea pig was under my feet. Now it's zooming in on the altar. It looks like there's some naked babies on the altar. And a man with a lightning stick. There's a man with a glowing lightning stick and he's going, ah, while he's looking at these 5 or 6 naked babies. Now he's going, ah, with the lightning stick. And all the druids are starting to glow. They're glowing blue and all going, ah, they're all lighting on fire. They're all burning to death. The babies look confused. It's fading to black. Okay, it's back in. There's only a few left now. All the other druids have burned. There's like 5 druids standing going rah at the babies. The babies are now infused with some sort of blue magic. And he went rah, and then it cut to black again.
That's why I say you're a blockhead, Lowry.
And now there's an English man
Could you let such a thing happen?
with a big chin who's wandering through. He looks a little bit like a shit version of Castiel from Supernatural. And he's wandering through a police department while somebody else is yelling. And now he's opening an office door, or he's about to knock at it. And it says Chief Inspector Miller, and a man has come out.
That's a promise, Lowry.
And now he's going in. This is better than the actual video. It's like I'm there.
Here's my good friend Halligan. Another one of the invaluable detectives of our glorious murder squad.
The chief
Don't
is
just stand there
smoking
gaping.
indoors.
Come in.
Which I feel like is illegal. Well, this was 2001. This might be before the smoking ban.
After all, you're a busy man, aren't you?
I'm assuming you can hear the audio, so I don't have to
Now
narrate
look
this.
here, Detective Halligan. I've got used to being surrounded by a bunch of incompetent, half-baked blockheads. But your smart, well-dressed colleague Lowry has just earned himself the golden badge of stupidity.
He's smoking, calling us stupid.
Halligan,
He did like a face
we've got a
palm.
bit of a problem.
He's wearing bracers.
We've had an innocent man locked up in jail. Regrettably, he was killed in prison before we could correct our mistake. Unfortunate affair. And now we've got this lunatic killer running around all over London. We have to make sure that at least this oversight is put right.
We have to catch a killer. That's the gist of it then.
Your clear-up rate so far ought to be sufficient evidence that there's no point in asking you to clear up anything more than a common bicycle theft.
Ooh,
But this does have to be the
burn.
murder squad. I am the chief of this department. All I have for choice
Do they
is
actually
that
call it the
blockhead
murder
Lowry.
squad?
You.
It's zooming in on
Okay,
my
Chief.
face with my dark
What do
eyelashes.
you want me to do?
Okay. Are you now seeing a video game? Because if not, I might have to fuck around with some stuff. Yes. Are you seeing the balding man and my mouse moving around on the screen? Yes. Okay. It's a video game. That's me. He just told me that some murders have happened. It's here. Has he a mohawk? I believe, I mean, it looked even worse in the cutscene, to be honest. This looks less fucked. I think he's just very balding and hasn't shaved it off. He doesn't have the courage. I don't know what we're seeing. It's the chief. Chief Jeffrey B. Miller. What mad assassin are you? What mad assassin are you referring to? I don't remember what our voice sounds like.
What mad assassin are you referring to?
Okay, a bit more posh.
Halligan, it's well known that you'd rather read those crazy books of yours during office hours.
He's
than
always
take any real
reading,
interest
that
in the affairs
scum.
of this department. But it would now appear that you've even stopped reading the newspapers as well. For months now, a killer's been running around in London,
Jack the
taking
Ripper
victims
again?
apart and leaving
Jack
nothing
the
but
Ripper
bones
2?
for us to find. You can read about it in any newspaper.
Probably not the Sun, though, right? Or the Daily Mail. They're still talking about immigrants and topless 18-year-olds. I don't think you're getting much news in them. It's even in the Sunday Sport. It's the most widowy peak I've ever seen. I don't pay much attention to what the papers have to say.
I don't pay too much attention to what the papers say.
They're all rags.
You should be, Halligan. Really, you should. Then you'd know that your colleague, Lowry, arrested a butcher for the killings. He was murdered in prison 3 weeks ago.
How is the voice volume? I can raise that if I need to. If it's barely audible. Not like a Victorian noble child. Is this the game you said might be Welsh and immediately set in London with English characters? No, I have another game lined up for Emma when she's next on stream. Called Kudelka, I think it's called? Which is a Japanese PS1 game or PS2 game set in a haunted Welsh monastery, and this Japanese girl teams up with like historical writers to solve a mystery or something. Sounds very weird. Oh god, it's a little low. Okay, hang on. Can I... Oh. Game settings. I can raise the voice volume. Just from in the game, which is lovely. Lower the music a little bit as well. That seems fine. No, resume. Talk to him. A butcher? How fitting. And why did he do it?
A butcher? How fitting. And? Why did he do it?
You'll be surprised, Halligan. He probably didn't do it at all.
A cop arresting somebody for no reason with not enough evidence? That's never happened. How could he be convicted then?
He didn't do it. How could he be convicted then?
Detective Lowry imaginatively constructed an impressive chain of
So
evidence.
he's fired then,
and
is
the
he?
court followed his arguments in detail. The public wanted somebody to blame.
So he's in
They
jail.
found somebody. That's life.
Is he fired? No, he's probably suspended with full pay until it all blows over, and then probably shifted around or even promoted. How exactly do you know that Lowry didn't commit the murders? He got a stern talking to. Probably liked it.
Well, all right, these things happen.
Yeah, of course.
How do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Oh,
Very
no,
simple.
cops.
Dead people don't go around committing more murders.
It depends. If they start a disease, that could sort of count. There's been another murder? Murder! Sorry, I'm trying to get my English accent right.
There's been another
I feel like
murder.
it's getting worse.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest.
I don't know where that is.
Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree that it can't have been Lowry's man, eh?
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan,
He should
you drive
be
out to
more
Epping
than
Forest
that.
and take a look at the evidence.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing
Now,
me this morning.
we did just
Killer
see,
must
well,
be
I just saw
found. Do
a
I make
cutscene about
myself
magical
clear?
Of course,
babies
Chief.
in Stonehenge.
This is the file with all the necessary information, and now you better get going quickly.
Is that sensible? Like, if I come back with a magical glowing baby and start holding up a big taser going, "Roar," are you going to be really upset? Because that might be the answer. Can I take these? Oh, I took some matches or something. We're in, everybody. You're only allowed to have half the ration of cocaine from the evidence room this week. Where's the file? Are you holding the file? Is this the file? What file did you give me? Did you give me the file? I don't know how to access my inventory or anything. I don't know if a manual came with this. I assume it did. I can tab out and get a manual. It doesn't seem like tabbing out breaks it completely. It just makes the game disappear. What do I do? Oh, my inventory's there! Read the file. How do I read a file?
Case
Ooh,
file.
my case file.
My case file.
Oh.
No, better not.
I better not. I don't like to read. I only read the Sunday Sport. No, this guy reads the Telegraph. Oh, he so reads the Telegraph.
I'd better not.
Woo!
These files are secret.
Okay, they also turn you invisible. What am I doing? I guess we're just leaving and driving around, right? Are these the people who you suspect? That's a lot of gunnos. Is this, maybe they're like repping up some crime in wherever Epping is? This might be London. This could be... I genuinely could be anywhere in Britain. I don't know anything about Britain, really. Can I click anything? Nope, I can't. Take the British flag. That tells you it's in Britain. They don't do that, do they? If you go into a police station in Britain, maybe you don't see the offices, but if you go into a police station in Britain, do they have the British flag there? They can't. That's too... something I associate with Americans, to be honest, which is very embarrassing. Get some water.
I'm not thirsty.
Oh.
I don't need a map. I know my way around London. Anyway, it belongs to the chief.
Lovely. Great physical movement on these characters. Very believable. Look at it. Working fine. That's a really short tie as well. It's really short. The symbol on the whiteboard looks like the symbol or the emblem of Royal School Armagh in the north. Is it? I wouldn't know, to be honest. Maybe it is. Maybe these are... Oh, do we think this is meant to be like... This game came out in 2001. Maybe it's meant to be set in the 90s. Do you think this is meant to be like IRA people? I don't know. Right, let's leave. I don't want to look at that anymore. Bye, Chief. See you later. Do you want anything from the shop while I'm out? Print something. What do people do? They photocopy their anus? Is that a thing they do at offices still? I don't. I don't think we have a photocopier at work. Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know if you're seeing this because it's cutscene again. It just hard cut to me photocopying my own face. Can I take the... What's wrong with you? Right, cool, leave. Act it out quick. In here? You're a prod detective inspector. We don't see these, apparently. Might need to figure out something with that later. Very annoying. A woman? You might not be a woman. You might just be sort of slightly effeminate. Sorry, I shouldn't have assumed. You better not be a woman at my place of work. No, you're a boy. Sorry.
Hello, Chris.
Hi,
Chris. He's the bullied one. I mean, I'd bully him. There's work for you. Have you heard of the new skeleton murder?
Have you heard of the new skeleton murder?
Not only heard, I've already been out to where the body was found, together with the forensic squad.
And? What did you find
Is
out?
he Scottish?
Not a lot. The killer did a neat job. No traces, no witnesses. This madman doesn't seem to be so stupid at all.
He might be Scottish? I don't know. It's a light Scottish accent. It's not like the fun one where it's like, you know, interesting and different. The Office twink. This is the free use room. Are you sure it's the one person doing this? It could be a group of murderers or murderesses even. This lad is dressed in nude. The bow tie suggests nerd. It's the Frank house. You can't tell. The reason he's standing up against the wall is because he doesn't want to see us. He doesn't want us to see that he's leaking.
You mean it's just one person doing this?
Well, hard to say. But I believe so.
I don't know
Look
how
at
to
it
do this
way.
accent.
Might there be more than one? Could several people go that mad at the same time?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that
Yeah.
loads of madmen go crazy at the same time.
and commit crimes like this with such perseverance? For months, without being found out? I think that's very unlikely.
Did you examine the other cases? I will be driving out there. Were there no
Were there no
usable traces?
usable
Any
traces?
cum or blood?
No, not the slightest one. It's always the same. A well-cleaned pile of bones in the landscape, maybe an arm or a leg missing, but apart from that, nothing.
Hmm. Who would do something like this? What kind of madman?
Who might do something like that? What do you think?
No idea. It's your job to find that out, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're also meant to help me. That's your job. Unless you actually are a free use, like, receptacle for the office. I need to get off the internet more.
I'll just drive out there and have a look at it.
Just you do that, Brent.
So a nugget. Oh, if the plot of this game involves some madmen trying to go and make a nugget farm, then this is not going to go well.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
Bye. I don't know how to leave. Bye, Chris. How do I get out of here? Ooh, what's in your tubs of lotions and potions? Ooh, can I take some of these?
Far too hot to touch.
Far too hot to touch.
If I pull that hose off, the whole of Scotland Yard will blow up.
What the fuck are you
Actually,
making?
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, maybe he's a plant. Maybe he's like he's actually against the cops and he wants to kill them all. Not sure, but I think it might be a German game putting on English accents. I think it might be, or at least this game was like only popular in Germany. Maybe. Hang on, I'm bringing it up on my phone. No, I'll tab out. It'll probably not break everything in the world if I tab out. It'll pause the game. Mystery of the Druids. Searching it up. Set in Britain, developed by Germany. There we go. Developed by a German studio, House of Tales, and published by some other people. Its actual name is Das Geheimnis der Druiden. Is a single-player adventure game developed by a German company. It takes place in Britain, where Detective Brent Halligan, inspector at Scotland Yard, investigates a brutal series of murders committed in England. Lovely. This'll work fine. How mysterious could druids really be? I've met some druids. They all seem like hilariously awkward software developers. That's the trope of druids now, right? I went to an event recently at Halloween where some local witches and druids, and I'm so embarrassed to even say this, some local witches and druids did a sort of ritual and a bonfire on the beach of my small town and like danced around and did like a, Samhain thing. And the druids were all noticeably terrified of the witches. And I think it's because they were all scared of women. So that's my opinion of druids. I can't really see them as anything else now, as sort of just like incredibly awkward nerds. This is before or after the Pope died. Right, back to game. I'm sure it'll all work fine if I tab back in. Yes, I have a mouse. Amazing. It's working. I mean, it was some of the most awkward I've ever been watching that, because I was really struggling not to laugh, and I didn't want to be rude because they were being unbelievably cringe, but I didn't want to like ruin their night or anything. But I could see a few people around the crowd going like, "Oh my god," and hiding their face as they put on like fake Enya on a boom box on the beach and started dancing around with like homemade brooms around a bonfire, while some middle-aged druids in fucking rectangular glasses kind of shuffled their feet on the outskirts, looking around at each other like, "Oh, should we talk to the witches? Do you think one of them might go out with me?" I was, oh god, it was all so horrible. I wish I could have been there. Emma and I went, and we wore cloaks and everything, because we went, maybe it'll be fun, we'll really try and buy into it. And about 20 minutes into an hour-long ritual, we were like, we've made a huge mistake. Right, what's up here? Periodic table is up there. Is this like different chemical bonds, maybe? I don't know. I didn't really do chemistry or physics in school. I did biology. the shit science, the science that all of the sort of art nerds did because you had to take a science. So if you did like English and art and history and stuff, everybody took biology for some reason. It was seen as like the slightly easier one. Somebody tried to leave early but burst into fire. Everyone else was
I
trapped.
can't do anything with this. I can't even pronounce the name on the label right.
Speak English on your jaws. Why can't I get a jar of chips? Ethanol. I could take some ethanol. 90% ethanol. Let's go
Too
blind.
dangerous to carry the bottle around with
It's
me. I
not
don't even know what
dangerous to
kind of
carry
stuff
around
that is.
ethanol. Come on, unless you want to go blind.
Too dangerous to...
Right, fine.
There's
Can I get a
nothing I
mortar
can
and
do with
pestle?
this.
Fine, I guess we're just driving out to the crime scene. I don't know how fucked this is as an adventure game, by the way. Like, if you miss something here, you can't complete the game. But I'm just going by vibes. We'll see what happens. Something you said just woke Siri from her 1,000 years of slumber. I have never used any of the voice assistant functions on any device I've ever had. Because I hate it. I turn as much of it off as I can, which frustratingly is never about 100%. It's always like 95% off. They really want you to use it. Ooh, some cuke. Could I have some cuke? Have some cuke.
I've got no money for that.
You're a detective. You make some money. Was this before the era of contactless? I can't remember when contactless came in. Like now, if you go to a vending machine, not that I really partake of vending machines a lot, but you can just tap. I have home automation on the light, so I can say purple rain and the lights turn purple. You're such a nerd. Brent Halligan. Oh, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. They don't... That's gotta be fake. You can't have an Arthur Conan Doyle statue in your fucking Scotland Yard office. You can't do that. Number one, I don't think he believed in the concept of science. Like, there's no way they would have him, surely. Okay, this is my office. God, I'm a fucking slob. I should clean this up. This is disgusting. You're not a student. What's wrong with you?
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
Yes! That's why we're playing this fucking game! That line reading. That's why we're playing this.
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
He went full German. That he dropped all attempts at an accent.
Unfortunately, there's
no pizza in there anymore. He just gave up for that one.
Chief Inspector Miller will get this file early enough.
Wonderful. That's what we were in for.
I can find my way without a map.
You mentioned you
I know
love
my way
London.
around well enough.
Again, it's Sherlock Holmes, so this is going to have some sort of London fetish. Ooh, crop circles. I thought it was crop tops for a second. Open skies, closed minds. Oh no, he's like an X-Files type.
We'll see if that's true.
You can stop smoking. Darts of some kind. Can I
Good
get
to know
anything
that
else?
there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I only meet weirdos like Detective Lowry.
Crop circles are one of those weird ones, because I think there are some people that still believe in supernatural crop circles, despite us knowing how crop circles are done for like hundreds of years. People give interviews about how they do crop circles in depth to fuck with people, and yet people still believe in them. I guess they just don't watch the news. Right, that's enough, I think. Let's go. Do I need my keys or anything? God, you smoke a lot. I guess it is
Cleaner will
2001.
empty the ashtray.
You're such a fucking scumbag. Oh, there's a cleaner. I'm just going to leave shit on the floor and not bother emptying out my ashtray. You're horrible.
I won't find anything I could make use of now in there.
Have some pizza. Do Germans say pizza? Because I think, and it will sound patronizing, I think that's incredibly adorable. I think that's really sweet. Oh, look at the fucking state of you. Yes, we do. Yes. Excuse me, could I have some pizza, please? Can I steal your sunglasses? No. Let's talk to Lowry. You look I've only just noticed that you're not in the chair! Yes! Can I talk to you?
Hello, Lowry.
Oh no, not you, Halligan. You're all I need at the moment.
It's a nice suit you're wearing. You look insane. Why are you wearing flares?
That's a nice suit you're wearing.
Don't humour me, Halligan. You don't know a thing about suits. A blind man
Have we
would
found a
know
woman
from
working for
100
the
yards
force here?
away
No,
that
it's
you've
just
bought your
another
stuff at
office twink.
Woolworths. What do you want?
An evil one this time. Have you seen my wallet? Apparently I need a wallet. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear that things went so badly. Maybe we're friendly.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear that things went so badly between you and the chief.
That
Don't
came out
be a
more
hypocrite,
sarcastic
Halligan.
than I thought.
I know you're as pleased as punch about this, but I can tell you one thing right now.
Right
Don't
now.
expect any support from me.
Oh, I'm a proper geezer. I'm not one of you college-educated pricks. I'm a proper copper who worked me way up, and now I wear these ridiculous suits. The Femboy Bureau of Investigation. Let's not argue, I just need some information.
Let's not argue, Lowry. I need some information from you about the last investigations.
You've got the file, Halligan. I suppose you can read. And
I
now
actually can't.
scram.
Lads, Twinks. Proper copper. Thanks for being so helpful.
Thanks for being so helpful, detective.
You're welcome, Halligan.
Detective. Sorry, I'm just gonna voice him as German forever now. That one slip is all it takes. It's like that scene in Glorious Bastards where he holds up the fingers wrong and it's like, I fucking twigged you. I knew it. How do I leave? There we go. I don't think there's anything else in here. He might have stolen my wallet. Let's go. Can you say, you slags? Very Ray Winston. Although, do they say you slags in... They do say the word slag in EastEnders, so it's probably very Phil Mitchell. Are you a woman? Honestly, I can't tell anymore. In this topsy-turvy world we live in the year of our Lord 2025.
I did become a little bit of a slag.
There we go, thank
I
you.
became a total slag.
Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
It is a woman. Have you got a minute?
Have you got a minute?
Not even a minute, Brent. Do I look as though I've got any time?
I don't know what a computer is as this detective, so he doesn't know what you're doing. I mean, 2001, computers did look like this. This is old. The F is very happy. I presume it's your job to have time for a detective? Ooh, that's horrible. Can't you stop your work for just a moment?
It's important. Can't you stop working for a moment?
What do you need?
Oh, that was easy. Okay. See, a little bit of sugar goes a long way. I need information.
I need information.
Of course, Brent.
It's a womb. She have
You need
womb.
information, and I need the necessary forms. More precisely, a signed 234-2. Now, have you got it?
Oh, you can tell this is German. There is nothing that gives a German more of a thrill than participating in bureaucracy. It's like their foreplay. That and games where you, like, pretend to be a customs officer. No, I don't have it.
No, I don't have it.
Well then, here's one.
Oh, thank you. I'm concerned about the angle of her neck. It's very unpleasant. So I won't get anywhere without this form. I don't know
Good.
why I would
See you
need
later,
you
then.
yet. That's fine.
Take your
Goodbye.
time, Brent.
Brent. She said that like a slur. I'm not popular around here. Dreya, without proper paperwork, we're all going to die. Anything here?
It's always handy having one of these tucked away. We ran out not so long ago, and there was a big commotion on this floor.
Of what? Is this toilet paper? What are you...
I don't believe it will... That's a form for stationery procurement. Without that, you don't get anything at Scotland Yard.
Okay, sure. Stationary procurement. Hello, Emma. Emma is currently in Cork City, getting ready to do the first of her final exams for university. So, good luck for Emma, because that sounds stressful as hell. Seems like kind of a leaving cert situation, which I was not a fan of. Anything else?
At least that's one thing you can get hold of here without too much trouble. They are needed for the forms. Makes it easier for the chief to sign them.
Okay, so we
I'll
have
take
forms.
that with me. You never
Oh,
know,
so
you might
much
need
stuff. Can I open any of these drawers? No, that's fine. I guess we'll leave then. Unless I can interact with your printer. Cork City. Sorry, do we need to start a GoFundMe? Cork City is really
I don't know
fucking
how to
unpleasantly
use
expensive.
I don't know how to use it.
They've got a licensed Epson badge! Epson!
I don't know how to use it.
They suck! Epson are terrible. I've never had a good experience with Epson printer. Although, to be fair, I've never had a good experience with any printers. They seem to be one of the most cursed items you can use in an office. My printer's fine. I've got a huge fucking laser printer in one corner of my room that my dad got me when I moved into this house. Because he was like, "Hey, you need a printer. Take this huge office-grade laser printer. It has toner in it." I took it from my office. They were having a clear out. I went, yippee. Turn off the
Without
lights.
the light, it will be much too dark in here.
Well, how do I go downstairs and start driving away? This is, like, sealed off. I guess I have to take the lift? I don't know why. It might just be some way of how I was raised, or maybe it's a cultural thing. The thought of using a lift when there's stairs available to me seems somehow illegal. Like, if there was ever a lift in a shop, like a department shop or something like that, and there was stairs right next to a lift, and the lift was free and open, like, if I suggested using the lift, my parents looked at me like I was insane, so it just feels wrong. I don't have a dad. I imagine getting printers for your offspring is part of the job description. Does feel very stereotypically dad-like, I suppose. Metropolitan Police, lovely. They've not gotten in trouble at any point. Let's go to Epping Forest. Ooh! I work on a 14th floor. Then I would take the lift. What a fancy boy. I got my printer from my dad. I asked for it for Christmas. Ah! Again, I really don't mean to be, like, stereotypical, but that is such a German thing to say. I would like a label maker and a printer and maybe something to organize my files. Danke, Papa. Sorry. That is really German. Thankfully other people agree. Oh no, I don't organize anything.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The
I
sight
had
over there is not very
that
appetizing.
thing I saw on Scrandle earlier. The giant sausage in a bun that was like 2 foot long. Is it like mine and has fax capability? But a printer is good to have, you know, for all the paperwork. I don't really do much paperwork. 3 pre-rendered people, 2 political people here, and they're prejudiced in their universe to one another. I mean, they look so much nicer, but much slower frame rate. They're in slow motion compared to us, so we can take them out. It's like how Neanderthals were, like, bigger and more muscular than Homo sapiens, but we were, like, smarter and wirier, so we could, like, get behind them. I assume that's the sort of underlying plot of the game. There was a girl in school with me, and one Christmas she came back from the holiday and said she'd had a violin bow and a filing cabinet for Christmas. Oh my. I mean, a violin bow, I imagine they get pretty expensive. Because they're like horsehair or something, right? Not just lower FPS, but they're animated cloth. Yes, they're animated. It might be more frames, because they're moving very slowly. Hello, pig. You okay? She's just coming up to my feet and squishing at me and squeaking. She's very puffy, the guinea pig, right now. We gave her a bath last night because she was a bit filthy. And now all of her fluff is puffed up and she looks a little bit like a hen. When were the bones discovered?
Oh, well, you know...
I gave her a bath. Emma gave her a bath. I helped dry her with a hairdryer.
By a jogger. He phoned us.
It's always joggers. Never go jogging. You always find corpses. Or dog walking. He was out and about quite early this morning. Jogging, that's suspicious. We're in Britain. He should have been in bed eating a pork pie and ranting about immigrants. That's what English people do.
5:30 a.m. He was out and about quite early
Happened
this
across
morning.
the damn
Indeed,
pigs
sir.
video on
And
YouTube
half an hour
this morning.
later, the press arrived.
They did love getting damp. How did the press find out about this so early?
How did the press find out about this so early, officer?
Oh yeah, they're newsboys
call
in the
them by
background. I
any
didn't even
chance?
twig that.
No idea, sir. These vultures seem to have a sixth sense for crime. It's either that or somebody from your police station tipped them off.
Were there any onlookers?
Yes, a couple, but I sent them away. The
Good
real
job.
run will start after people finish work, when they've
Do
got
you have
the
any
time.
pizza?
We've seen it before.
Well, hold the fort, officer.
Yes, sir. I'll have to do that.
I find it really funny that British police people still wear these ridiculous hats. That's real. I've seen them. Dead bodies always found by dog walkers. It's just another downside to having a dog. Although, I've said this before, I think if I found a dead body, it wouldn't affect my mood at all. Like, if I was walking around in the woods and I just found a corpse, literally wouldn't faze me. I'd just go, oh, suppose I should call that in. But, like, it wouldn't ruffle me. Wouldn't ruin my day. It might ruin my day, but literally just because of paperwork, because I'd probably have to fill out a witness form and go down to the station and, be annoying. Casey's a headless kid. Huh. I mean, I think it would be fine. Very good. I mean, I've said this before and people have said, are you insane? Everybody's seen dead bodies. They're just meat. I suppose it depends on how fucked up it was. Like, if it was headless, or I guess it would spook me if there was, like, a ritualistic killing. Like, a body, like, tied to a tree and all of its limbs bisected and splayed out like some sort of human octopus or something like that. But that would be more because I'd be worried that they were still around, the person who did it. Not because I've seen the body. It would be like, oh fuck, am I about to be human octopused? No. Then it'd be more a case of I wonder if the ritual worked. Bisexual, man. Jesus. Meat suits. Exactly, they're meat suits.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
I don't like it when he talks like this. It's morbid. Right, zoom out. We talk to these boys over here? Can we examine the bones? Nothing from this screen. I guess this is just the dialogue screen. I don't even know what we picked up in the office. What are these?
My case file.
My case file.
A sheet of carbon paper.
I don't know what that
Very
is.
useful when dealing with bureaucrats.
I don't know what carbon paper is. Is that the paper that, like, you write on it and it does, like, an imprint under it, so it's like filling out things in duplicate?
That's a clipboard. That's a form for stationery procurement.
It's the one that traces it yet. Oh, that's why it's called carbon copy! Sorry, I don't know why it went so squeaky. Just that never occurred to me. Some bones. See, like, this wouldn't freak me out. It kind of just looks like it's been eaten by some foxes. There's a forensics guy I follow who's a vegan, and he likes to point out that corpses and meat are the same thing. Yes, people do not like, in my experience, when you refer to animal meat as flesh or human flesh as meat. And I do that all the time. Do foxes eat people? I mean, I imagine, like, if somebody had a heart attack, I'm sure a fox would eat him. They'd love it. It'd be like, ooh, a delicious treat at a feast for my fox babies. One of them makes people sad if you bring it to the barbecue. You wouldn't be able to tell. If I roasted up an ass and fed it to people and said it was like a pork roast, people wouldn't know. It's the same word in German. Make of that what you will. Ah. Right, take the jawbone. I don't think I should be collecting the bones. We're just looking. What can I do here? There's scratches on the skull, but again, that could be from fox mischief. Is there anything to click on? Not that I can see. We're just looking at bones. Alright. We just like it. Apparently we taste like pork. Exactly. Oh, that was me. I was wondering who this robed man was. Our coat has changed colour in the light. Can we go over here? Can I help? What do I do here? What exactly do you want from me? Like, I was sent out to... I just said I was going to drive out here, but I don't know what my plan was. Yep, those are definitely bones. Looks like somebody was killed here. Case solved. Somebody died. I saw some bones once in a cracked tomb in a graveyard. That sounds fun. I think I have as well, because I would hang out in 1 or 2 graveyards as a kid a lot. I found it relaxing. And I don't mean to say that to be edgy. I genuinely did. I thought that was nice and peaceful, because very few people came there and it was nice. The dog tried to take it and run away. Okay, it turned into sort of slightly morbid and fun to hilarious, like, Enid Blyton antics. Oh, the music's kicked in the background. Can I talk to these people? Hang on. No, that's just him again. You have anything else to offer me here?
Officer?
What is it, sir?
I get the impression I've lost my wallet somewhere here. Have I? It was never mentioned that I lost my wallet. I just keep bringing it up.
I've lost my wallet and I think it may be here somewhere. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No.
Okay,
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
fair enough.
Officer?
What is it, sir?
Want to go through all of it with you once more? I mean, there's nothing. Just thought you might help out a bit.
I just thought
He's
you
the
might
killer.
help me a bit.
With criminal investigations? Sorry, sir. I'm only a patrolman.
I
I'll do
just
my job
arrest
and
people,
you do
sir.
yours.
I don't know nothing about this old book learning business. I just like my truncheon bloody. The best ideas often come from the man in the street. Oh, I'm such a patronising prick.
The best ideas often come from the man in the street.
What do you mean, sir? I must ask you to show a little more respect. Now let me do my work.
I'm thick, you know. Not work, you're just standing here. No,
Okay,
just
officer,
be
that was
nice.
it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
My character's unpleasant as it is. We should be nice. Can I light the bones on fire? Just, like, get myself speedrun and fired? Can't go out here. Can't go out here. I'm falling at the first hurdle here, I feel. Like, what do you do in an investigation? I miss Henry. Scotland Yard. I guess we can go back to Scotland Yard, but like, why are you running? It's not that much of a rush. He's not going to get any more dead, whoever the bone boy is. That's my office. That's the woman. That's the boy, the angry boy, who's like, I'm a proper cop boy. I like investigating. You're a fucking weirdo. Where's my wallet? I mean, it's impossible to find my wallet in this fucking tip. What is this?
It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either.
What do you mean it doesn't work like that? It's a phone. Type the phone number.
It doesn't work like
999
that. It doesn't work
for
like
crime.
That. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either.
Wait, do I have any messages? I don't. Okay, maybe I'll get That cop is filthy. Ugh.
I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
You're the worst kind of person. In 20 years, when smartphones are prevalent, you're going to be one of those people who puts their phone on speaker and then holds it up to their mouth like that, like a slice of pizza, and talks into it like that so everybody can hear everything from both sides. What a rancid freak you are. F1. F3. Loudspeaker on. What, 999 doesn't work? Jesus. Okay, fine. I don't have any phone numbers. Let's go. Anything else in here? Some books? A drawer! Oh, my murdering gloves! There we fucking go. And my old wanking sock? I fucking hate this degenerate.
I've already taken one this morning.
What is it? Aspirin? I think it says aspirin. It's hard to say. Dying to quit. A to D. These are just case files. Fine. Leave your horrible old cum sock. You don't need that. It's probably grown mushrooms. Could you imagine 999 not working in Scotland Yard? Maybe they're like, you're already here. It doesn't need to work. Okay, well, I found some gloves. What am I supposed to do with them? Can I interact with
There's
any
no
case
point
file?
in that.
What do you mean there's no point? Read it.
That doesn't work.
Read
That's
it.
futile as well.
Read the fucking case file. It's time, everybody. I'm bringing up the manual. It's happened. It's time. I'm bringing up the manual. Dials 999. Own phone rings. Fuck. Where is the manual? Docs manual. Open this up. You can see it along with me. And the chat. Look, you get double chat now. That's how I'm seeing it. Preface, game features, installation settings, controlling the game, page 10. Object cursor, speech bubble, magnifying glass, you can switch to a more detailed view. Appears when the mouse is pointing to an item. That's fine. The mystery of the Druids can be controlled intuitively. You don't say. Inventory. When you pick up an item in the game, it will briefly appear in the top right-hand corner, then becomes part of your inventory. All items you have picked up will always be available in your inventory bar. To bring up the inventory, simply touch the lower edge of the game screen with the cursor. The inventory will appear and remain in view until you point it. It's like my taskbar, which people do not like. To use an item, click on it with your left mouse button. The cursor will now change to the shape of the item you have selected. It is now in your hand. Now click on any part of the scenery you think you may be able to use the item on. So there's no look key. Fine. Fuck off. I hate you. Stopping dialogues is escape. Right. That's all the controls. Look at these renders. Strategy hints. Ooh! It requires high powers of observation, patience, and abilities of deduction. Patience and... Sorry, I got distracted by a noise and I don't know what the noise was. Take your time, explore the world around you. Seemingly insignificant details may sometimes turn out to be vital clues. Talk to people. Never give up. Save your game. Also go to the user forums. No thanks. Right, so that's the thing. Good. Oh god, cursed icon. Back here. Put my chat there again. And back in. Maybe some sort of walkthrough would be useful. Is this how the police solve crimes? Going to the user forums? I assume so. There's probably some sort of secret cop forums. God, normal forums are already a hive of misogyny and racism. Can you imagine cop forums? Jesus. It would be rancid. Eat some pizza.
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
No pizza. I'm only going to call it pizza from now on, which I recognise might be offensive. Oh, fuck off! Oh, thank you for the subscription with Prime. Great timing. It offset this nightmare. Jesus. Fuck me. At least both of these people are dead now. Oh! Oh, I see. It's a joke. Aged like triple spoiled milk. They regularly uncover Nazi WhatsApp chats in both the army and the police here. Oh, Christ. Can we play darts? We had a book on darts. Can I take anything? No, this is just like an Easter egg. Fine. Good stuff. Cop forums equals 4chan. Oh. Let's leave. God save the Queen. Did you just slick back your hair or salute the Queen? It better have been slicking back your hair. Wrapped in plastic. I can sellotape my face. Not sellotape, the other one, photocopy. This was Science Twink. I'm not breeding Science Twink yet. Nothing needs it. Can I go through this door? I can't. This is the chief's room. What the fuck am I meant to do? Oh, thank you for the subscription. That's very kind. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look up whatever the fuck this game is. Like a hint book. There's probably a hint book. The Mystery of the Druids. Hint guide. Not a walkthrough necessarily, just hints. The Mystery of the Druids quick guides. Hints from UHS. That's what I want. Hints. Gameplay tips. Scotland Yard, Epping Forest. There we go. Where is the corpse? You are the bones are lying in the grass. Up one level. What should I find at the crime symbol? If you searched Halligan's office well enough, you should have something to put evidence in. I need to find out like a plastic bag for shit. Fine, let's go. I need a plastic bag. Then I can pick up bones or whatever. Yeah, I need to tab out again because I can't see my chat again. Ooh, this is a frustrating game to play. There we go. Universal hint system should be... There we go. It's such a good website for this kind of thing. Because it doesn't just give you the answer. Okay, this is not Halligan's office. So this is going to be a pixel hunty kind of thing, is it? Which I do not respect. Come on. Walk faster, Halligan. Halligan isn't even a real name. It is a German game. We should be lucky they're all not called just like, my name is Nigel Roastbeef. Are all of these drawers interactable? Oh, they are. I thought it was just the one drawer. Okay, I'll take a bottle of apple
Is there
juice.
anything worse than thirst? I'll take it with me.
And another fucking rancid cum-filled sock. What the hell is wrong with you? You actually disgust me. Alright, next one down.
I'm like getting the feeling
I'll
of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling
Maybe I'll
of
give it
coming
back
at
to Miss
home.
Browning today.
Thank you for that.
Backstage when I pump up.
Horrible. Pall Mall, some cigarettes and just some sort of blanket I apparently borrowed from Mrs. Browning.
I'm determined to give up smoking. Leave those alone.
Yeah, good luck with that. The problem is that smoking looks cool. Do you want to look cool? All your friends are probably doing it anyway. Why not just try it? You can probably, like, cut down enough so that it's not really harmful. Or just smoke socially. Why don't you give it a try? Just ruin his life. What are these? More fucking cigarettes!
I don't need those anymore.
And some darts.
Nope, no darts now. Maybe I'll play later. Against my favourite opponent, Inspector Miller.
Entering their tobacco shill phase. It's just, you know, it's so much smoother now than it used to be. They're barely addictive. You should try them. How old are you? 12? That's old enough for some cigarettes. I mean, you don't want to like listen to your mum your whole life, do you? I mean, I think that would be a bit pathetic, just being honest. I mean, maybe you should just try it once. It's not like you're going to get addicted after 1 or 2 cigarettes. Right, take these. I've got some bags, I think. Yippee! Are they bags? These the bags?
A roll of plastic bags.
Fantastic.
Secure evidence.
Wonderful. Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. I've never had a cigar. I've never had a cigarette either. I've never smoked any tobacco products. I've never vaped. Not a thing. I don't really know what it feels like. I only recently became aware that it apparently does give you some sort of high. I just thought people were doing it to look cool. Right, now can I take some bonos if I use the plastic bags?
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
What is?
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
What about this bone?
That is no important. That is no important. That is no. That is no important evidence. I'm sure about that.
The bones of the victim aren't important.
That is no important. That is no important. That is no important evidence. That is no. That is no important evidence.
I mean, I did pick up something.
A roll of plastic. That's the bone from Epping Forest, wrapped up just the way it should be.
Well, what made that important?
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
What made that important then? Some random bone?
That is no.
Is there anything else?
That is no important evidence.
I'm so
I'm sure
sorry.
about that.
It's just an easy way of doing it.
Yes.
Anything else? Some blood or cum or spit or anything like that? That's the sort of thing you're meant to pick up at these crime scenes, right? I thought there would be more than just the bone. Although I guess what we can do is give this to Science Twink. And he'll like do some sort of magic with it and go, this came from this person who lives down the road. I assume. Enhance, exactly.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Can I use my glovos on
My
it?
gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room.
I don't know what the exhibit room is. Do you mean the evidence room? There's no way. You didn't just steal some murder gloves, did you? They could be important. Unless it's already been solved, then I guess steal the murder gloves. You know, it's like people mentioned cocaine from the evidence locker earlier. If nobody else is using it, like, what else are they going to do? Destroy it? Seems like a waste. It's already been made. Let's go to Science Twink. You get a nicotine rush the first time, after which it makes you anxious every time you're not smoking for the following 20 years, and here we are. I'm glad I never smoked. Like, it's one of those things I don't regret. Like, you know, at some point I'll get drunk, for instance, because I think that might be fun to try, but I have no desire in my body at all to start smoking, or try one even. It just doesn't seem fun or interesting. Have you seen the clip of the guy reporting from the site where they burned tons of weed? Yes, I have. Science Twink! I've got you a present. Give it to him. Science Twink, would you like this?
Here you go, Chris. Have a look at this.
Yes!
A bone.
Puzzle!
Very likely the right thigh bone. Why are you bringing it here? I had a look at the bones with the forensic squad this morning.
I know, but I've still got a couple of questions about them.
Well, go ahead
You
then.
freak. Did somebody maybe scorch the flesh off the... Oh, I don't know. What sex was the victim? I want to know if I can use my socks in my office, or if it would be gay.
What sex was the victim?
Judging by the structure of the bones, I think it was male. I'll write that down in my report
Oh,
as well.
fuck.
But I'll tell you right now that you
I've
won't
already
get
done
before
it
the end of
now.
the week, Halligan.
What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Did somebody maybe scorch the flesh off the bone?
No, definitely not. That would look different. I suspect that it was rather cut off, or maybe taken off with acid.
Ooh, that's fun.
Can you see any abnormalities?
I would have noticed them, Halligan. No fractures, no bruises. Everything quite normal.
Okay.
You can't tell me more than that about the bones? Chris, that doesn't help me.
There's really no more to say about the bones, Halligan. Just wait for my report. You'll have it all nicely written down then. Or, hang on a moment. If you're really interested, go and see Professor Turner.
Thank
He
you.
was the supervisor of a friend's PhD thesis. That's how I met him. He works in an anthropological museum in Oxford. If anybody can say anything about the bones, he can.
Bone Boy. Thanks. Perfect. Amazing. That's
Okay,
really helpful,
thanks
genuinely.
For the advice.
Don't mention.
Do you know where
that.
my wallet is? Did I leave it inside you when I was... I can't go any further down that line. Quote 868, his Strussy, what have you done? I suppose we'll go to this man's office and see if he knows anything about bones. At least the travel's quick. It's almost like fast travel. Museum of Oxford. Is that what it's actually called? Also, Oxford, that's a fucking long drive from London, isn't it? This has got to take a couple of hours. I hope we're getting, like, petrol allowance. Ooh. I don't know if this is a cutscene or if you're seeing it right now. We're walking up to a museum. And there's builders. Common scum. Ooh, I like the music in the background. That's quite nice. This game was very, very poorly received when it came out. I don't think it's that bad so far. This game was sort of seen as a hilarious mess.
But I don't have the time.
I don't see why right now. I mean, it seems poorly made to a certain extent. It's not terrible. It gets very weird. I mean, maybe that's just what druids are like. Maybe it's true to life.
Locked.
Locked. Right. What about these builder boys? We can bond over our shared English misogyny and then get in through them. Come on, walk over. Oh, he doesn't want to walk over. I don't know what the fuck to do then. Can I go this way? Or is this just going to leave? He's very slow. You walk up here at all? Is there a key? Quote 708, we did cow fisting. What could that I can't think of a game where that actually happened. And I've never done it in real life. I'm not a farmer. Every farmer, they live with their fist up a cow, but I've never partook.
Locked.
Locked.
Closed due to renovation works. Great. And now?
I don't know, you're the fucking detective. What am I supposed to do? Do your job for you? Break this statue down. Maybe there's a key under it. Hang on. Maybe it's like a small cottage in a quiet town, where sometimes they'll have like a little gnome by the door. You like lift up the gnome, then you take the little key. I guess we fucking go? I don't know what the hell we're doing here. Imagine a farmer coming in to watch the stream just then. They factually do! In order to get milk, you have to inseminate the cow, and they do that by usually buying cow cum and fisting it up there. Wasn't there a game where a guy came in from next door and it was implied he inseminated a cow? Yes! What was that? It might have been like Man Enough or Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. There was definitely a game where like a gynecologist we went to was like fisting a cow. Something like that. I think I made a short of it at some point, but I can't remember the game. I mean, I don't know where to go, so I guess we're just going somewhere. Is this around the corner or is this fast travel? Where are you going? Oh, a homeless man! Can you help?
Hello, my friend.
Huh?
Can I help you? I saw this short and I was very lost. Can I help you somehow? If I buy you a sandwich, will you help me break in Woolworths? There's so many dead things in this game. Woolworths and the Queen and Prince Philip, all dead. Smoking in offices, that's dead as well. To be fair, the longs aren't any better. Can I help you?
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Hey,
cursed,
don't
you see.
despair. Everybody has a hard time now and then. Maybe I can do something.
Do you work
for
in finance?
Just leave it. I've lost everything. Everything. No money, no flat, no future. I'm finished. Simply finished.
You are kind of old. Statistically speaking, the time for you to bounce back is getting less and less. Have you tried working? Fucking hell, detective. Can't even remember your name, but my god, we're unpleasant. Have you tried getting off your fucking ass? Have you seen anybody going into the museum recently?
Have you seen anybody going into the museum?
Yeah. Just this morning, a woman. A young, pretty one.
Well, that doesn't sound like a
You
professor.
haven't seen a man?
Nah.
Nowhere
Only a
can
woman.
find
She
any
comes here
lice.
every day.
Don't remind me of that.
Now and again, she gives me a few pennies. Oh, I think she works in the museum.
Ah, a woman then.
So what? What's special
I'm only
about
into
that?
my office
There are
twink.
millions of women running about in this world.
I don't think much of them. Why is the museum closed?
Why is the museum being closed?
Well, it's been refurbished. At the moment, my business is running really badly.
How much did you, make today?
Well, just a poxy 60 pence.
You're right. You won't get far on that.
Is there a reason, and I really don't mean to be rude, that you're not sitting on the bench that's right next to you, and instead you're lying next to the bin? Like, would it be weird to ask? Okay, I need to go now.
Okay, I must be off now.
Well then, okay.
Okay, neither of those match the subtitles. I'm not gonna steal his money, but it is asking me to interact with it. Maybe I could find him some money. Do you want some apple juice?
I got you something. Here you are.
Oh, what's that, pal?
Apple juice. Naturally cloudy. Lots of vitamin C.
Apple juice? Are you pulling my leg?
Didn't you say you were thirsty?
Are you dense, mister? I want a bottle of cider. Apple juice is alright in the nursery, but I'm not into that.
Why don't you try?
Get lost. Leave me alone. You can drink your apple juice yourself.
Okay, I will, actually. Thanks for nothing. You don't want fucking apple juice. This is even in the era when anti-homeless architecture wasn't yet developed. Exactly. It's not like there's that weird ring in the middle, like the extra armrests or anything, so you can't comfortably lie down. Or the spikes along the railings here for, like, stopping pigeons and people sitting comfortably anywhere. Fuck, I hate the world. Is there anything else I can do with you?
The beggar can make better use of them. The beggar can make better use of them.
Can I don't want to steal your money. I guess I'll just leave.
The beggar's flask. Absolutely empty.
Oh, I just took your flask.
Hello, my friend.
Huh?
I'm not your friend. Leave me alone. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
What? What do you want?
Who are you? Isn't it too cold for you on the ground? Yes. Why aren't you sitting on the bench?
Isn't it too cold for you on the ground?
Cold? Ah, so what? There's stuff here. It warms you up better than any heating.
What is it, if I may ask?
Cider, pal. Really cheap. And it's nice.
Is cider really cheap? I've never had cider. I've only had Sidona, which is like the children's cider that they sell here to get people into cider. Hello, pig. Why do you drink so much? Give him a wee drop of ethanol. I could mix... Oh my god, this can't be real. This can't be the solution. Mixing ethanol with the apple juice to make cider? That's not how you make cider, but maybe he's too far gone to know. You can't do that. Like, just a few drops of ethanol into the apple juice, shake it up, and then it's basically cider.
Why do you drink so much?
Because I'm thirsty. Very thirsty.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you still like the
classist
Of course
game?
I like it.
I mean, I don't know why I would
Smells
need
pretty
to do this.
strong,
He's
if I
not
may say
useful
so.
to me right
How do you
now.
manage to drink that?
I drink everything, mate. From schnapps to aftershave.
Jesus.
Most important thing is that it makes you happy.
You don't look too happy, though.
Mean. Okay, let's go. Yeah, can I have some? Maybe I like cider. It's most associated with wurzels and farmers, but can I have cider?
Can I have a drop?
Get your own bottle, mate. And get me one as well. My bottle's empty.
Uh-oh. Okay, fine. There's money in your hat there. Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot? Nobody said that. You're not a 17th century pirate.
There's money in your hat there. Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot?
Oh, no. Those pennies wouldn't feed a parking meter.
Parking meter? Sorry. It's like me doing accents. Can I take your Coke? Can I take your Coke? No, just an empty can of Coke. Alright, I guess I'll try and make you some cider, although I'm not entirely sure why I would do this. Bye. I'll see what's over... Oh! I think I just alt-tabbed accidentally. It's my fault. Go back into the... Or has the game just crashed? Nope, the game's just crashed. Now, when did we... Have we ever saved? See? I suppose we'll just have to see, won't we? If I load it back up here. Good, good.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Got it. Yes.
I'll never forgive
cool.
Germany.
Awesome. All right. Cool. Awesome.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible. Mystery of the Druids save game. Well, right. Cool. I'm not giving up on this, okay? I'm gonna fix this and catch up, because it'll only take me like 5 minutes to catch back up on that, probably. Like, skimming through everything. But I don't know why it crashed is the problem. Like, that could happen every time. I don't know. This game is so fucking unstable. Like, it's so unstable. Nothing works. Like, it was so hard to get this running at all. And get it capturable. It was if you run this straight out of the GOG launcher, it runs in the wrong resolution and won't capture. If you then force it to run in a proper resolution, it sort of crops my screen weirdly and shifts everything to a wrong thing there. So I could barely read chat. And apparently it still crashes. Oh. Right. I mean...
Where do you think you're going, Detective?
Shut the fuck up. I mean, let's see. Can I even load a game? If I do load games. Let me just get through this dialogue for a second. I'll just talk to him. And then we'll save. And just see what happens. Like, if the save function doesn't work either. It's a game begging for death.
Pulled out of that.
Oh, he did. We found.
How do we?
There's been a we have.
Just choose the same things I did last time.
You see, you heard Halligan.
Of course.
And I want the to
of
good.
Only sensible stuff. Don't talk about the babies. Don't talk about the babies in the woods. You horrible old freak. I know what you're like. Right, we'll leave through this door. Get in here. Save. File name. Test. And save. There we go. Now quit. Now let's just see what happens if I try and load this back up. Just gonna have to live stream until completed. We'll work shifts viewing you at different times of day. Oh, I picked the perfect game. Okay, it does seem to just load straight into your previous save. Like, without even needing to do anything. But it is also here. Okay, the save function does work. So that's something, I guess. Feels kind of a nightmare. I guess we can sort of catch up quickly, right? By getting our horrible cum-filled freak shit in these drawers again. Get the plastic bags. Get the... We had gloves in here as well. We had the pizza. And the blanket. Don't...
Maybe I'll give it back.
Yeah, shut up. Don't want to listen to you speak ever. Nothing about this game feels quick, to be fair. The apple juice, which we might need to turn into some sort of horrible potion. And my murderer's gloves. Wonderful. No pizza.
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
No pizza. What dare you ask? I think it's reset the voice volume as well. Turn it all the way up. Wonderful. There was nothing else in here, I think. I think that was it. There was the queen. There was the cigarettes. Yeah, leave. Now that we have the bag, let's go straight out to the thing. Get the bone. Then we'll get the thing. It'll all be fine. Hello. Oh, my copper. I am.
Good morning, officer.
Good.
When were the bones discovered? Yep, that's fine. There was a jogger or whatever.
Fine.
No, it's
whether any...
Yeah,
well...
Yes.
Okay,
anytime.
Fantastic. Go get the bones. Like a little dog. Go get the bones. I've given you treats. What do you want? It's gonna be just like running back and forth across my floor, squeaking at me. Okay, pick up the bones. Which bone was it? Who fucking knows? It was one of these. Eye bone? There we go. It was that one. Back out we go. And back again. Run. Oh, I can hold to make him run. Oh, wonderful. Then back to Scotland Yard. We talk to the twink. The little nerdy, bullyable twink. We grab him by the back of the neck. We like stare into his eyes until he's uncomfortable, and then he'll tell us what we need to know. Where's his office? He was in here. Run. Run now, please. The run is so unreliable. Can I take the sticky note? Right. Give him the bone.
Here you go, Chris.
I know. Well,
Then he... Did someone scorch the flesh off it?
no.
Then... What sex was the victim?
Judging, I'll write.
Then... Can you see any abnormalities? You can't tell me anymore?
Chris.
There's really. Just wait for my. Or if you really. He works in the.
Professor
Okay.
Boy
Don't mention
done
it.
it. Lovely. Then back out. Suppose we should talk to Flair's idiot as well. Get all the dialogue caught up on. We're just doing it. Where's Flair's idiot? He was in here. There we go. I fucking hate you. Look at you. The chair. What do you have to say?
Hello,
I can only
Larry.
talk to your legs as well. I feel like you're not supposed to be in this
You're
position.
all I need at the moment.
That's a nice suit.
Don't human. A blood.
Have you seen
Just
my wallet?
Your why?
Larry, could you...
So what? Maybe you'll find some.
You've...
And now.
Thank...
You're.
Okay, fantastic. We've done it. I think that was everything we needed in the Scotland Yard right now. Possibly. Unless I can steal shit from him. Like, do you have any cider? Do you like cider? Are you from Bristol? Impressive core strength. Can I take this hose? Give me the hose.
You actually only use it in case of fire.
Or if you want to have a fun time. Okay, now we go to Museum of Oxford. Now, save. Save. There. Now we've caught up a bit. That's locked. We need to talk to homeless man, or we can go this way as well. This is new now. Can't talk to the builders yet. There's a telephone box. These are always reeking of piss. Are we in Oxford? We're meant to be in London. So, but we've apparently driven to Oxford. Which seems insane. Backtracking slightly, why were the babies blue? Because they were infused with some sort of mystical energy, I think, when the Druids all set themselves on fire. BT. I love that there's actual logos in this. I wonder if they had to get license. Like they have BT and Epson and those the Woolworths as well. They probably had to get all these licenses. BT logo spotted, exactly. Oh. Can I call someone?
I can't hear any dialing tone.
Okay. That blood? I can't seem to click anything here. Oh, Jesus Christ, never mind. There's phone books. Oh my God, this is old.
The museum is listed in here.
I've never used a phone book.
Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
Okay, then use the phone.
I can't hear any dialing tone.
Oh, fuck, do I have to put in a coin?
Let's see if the phone number of the
am I
museum
gonna
is
have
listed
to...
in here. Museum.
Shut up for a second.
Museum,
I can't tell him to shut up.
Museum of African Studies.
I have a
Museum of
horrible
Ancient
feeling
History.
that I'm going to need to
Here,
take the money from that
Anthropological
homeless
Museum.
man.
And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
The game wouldn't make me take money from a homeless man, would it? But I guess I could sell him some cider by putting some ethanol in some apple juice, shaking it up, giving him the cider, and then when he passes out, take his 60 pence from his hat. Oh, do you not get paid? Alright, back out we go, I think. That's at least my inkling. That's what I think might be going on here. Let's go. Hey, homeless man. Do I have the right idea? I mean, I may as well go back to the lab here. We'll get through his dialogue. We'll just skip through it like we did before.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. Yep, you're homeless and angry. Can I help you?
Can I help? Hey, maybe.
No, man.
Have you tried getting a job?
Have you seen
Yeah, a woman. Nah, she can't. So,
I don't want to talk about women.
why is how? You're right.
60 pence.
Okay.
There we go. He mentioned the
Hello,
60 pence.
How are you?
Oh, Jesus. Isn't it too
Isn't it-
cold on the ground?
is it
That's what we asked before. I just want to recreate it. Why do you drink?
Why do you?
very.
It smells. How do you?
I drink most.
You don't.
Okay, fine. Let's take his flask.
The beggar's
does-
flask.
Doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Absolutely empty.
And now that we are fully caught up on everything, do one last save, please. Fantastic. Now please don't crash. Yay! Hopefully it doesn't crash too often. I will try to save every 5 or 6 minutes so that we don't lose anything. Let's go back to Scotland Yard and try to get the science twink to make me a delicious evil potion to knock out a homeless man so I could steal his begging money. Because we're a good protagonist. Science twink, what would I use to drug this apple juice? What ratio of ethanol to apple juice is enough to kill a man?
Oh, lads, so they're paying you real
Thanks for
money?
playing my choice. I hope you're enjoying it. I am, actually.
Just keep that yourself.
Thank you for the bits. You don't want apple juice. Why is everybody so fucking snippy about apple juice in this world? That homeless man was like, I'm not fucking 5. You think, oh, I want some fucking apple juice? You just have the apple juice. You can also have alcohol. Apple juice is just a nice drink. Alright, bring me to the ethanol, please. Also, cider's carbonated. Is this carbonated? Because I don't know if he's going to be liking this. Gemma's voice going, you can't be taking people's money. Appropriate here. Ethanol.
Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
You know what ethanol is. You're not a fucking idiot. Like, I know you're not the sciencey type. You're more the conspiracy theory type. You know what ethanol is. Use the apple juice on it? No. Use the flask on it. No. Use the flask and the apple juice?
Now the flask is half full of apple juice.
And ethanol. Oh, fuck off. Come on. I think you have to talk to the science twink first. Okay, fine. So I do need the knowledge. This guy is so dumb, he's annoying. he's a real intoxicating cocktail of both really dumb and really snobbish.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
The museum is closed and there's a homeless man there. It was disgusting.
The museum is closed. It's being refurbished.
Oh, well, that's bad luck. Why don't you phone him?
I don't have any money.
My wallet has disappeared. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No, it isn't here. Was there much money in it?
A £20 note and some change. That's enough to buy a house in 2001. What are you talking about? You were so rich.
No, a £20 note and some change.
No.
Well, it isn't here anyway.
Just enough to buy a few pizzas.
Okay, Chris, that's it for the moment.
Okay, Halligan. See you then.
What if I give you this flask?
Just keep that yourself.
No, you don't like it. I do like that Halligan is the worst person ever. He's dumb, broke, and everyone hates him. It's a fun vibe. What the fuck do I do?
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum?
I had to look around outside.
Could he help you?
I had a look round outside the building.
You
There
only
was a
saw the
homeless
museum
man.
from the outside. Man, Halligan, you're weird sometimes. Why didn't you go in?
There was a homeless man I had to talk to.
I couldn't get hold of anybody.
Have you tried the phone? Maybe somebody's still there.
I don't have any change for the phone.
I don't have any change to phone.
Well, now you've got a problem. Lost it all gambling again, did you?
Jesus,
hey, that
Halligan.
reminds me. You still owe me £30, Halligan. You haven't got it on you by any chance?
No, Chris.
Maybe you'll remember it someday.
Oh, Jesus. Could I use your phone?
Could I use your phone?
I'm not so keen on that, Halligan. I'm always in trouble with the accounts department. You know what I mean. Why don't you ask
No.
Lowry?
Lowry? You must be joking,
What the
Chris.
fuck are you
know
talking
how
about? It doesn't
badly
take
we
much
get
money
on,
to
don't you?
phone
Especially
somebody,
since
does it?
this morning, right?
Exactly.
I've never used a
Sorry,
landline.
Halligan.
No, I
But I'm
have.
convinced you'll
But I don't
solve
know
this problem.
how much it costs. Surely a landline is like a fixed thing? Is it? How the fuck did phones work before mobile phones? I recognize this makes me sound like an infant, but like, I wasn't old enough to really think about this sort of thing when landline lines were around. Like, how much did it cost to use a landline? Was it just like a fixed rate thing, like you would pay €40 a month or whatever, and then you had a phone line? Or was it the more you called, the more it cost? I genuinely don't know.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
You were no help at all, and I can't seem to fucking poison this man. He said he was thirsty. That should be enough to put ethanol.
Too dangerous to
Yeah,
carry
it's too dangerous to carry the bottle around
with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
I feel like I need to get him to explain ethanol to me, but he won't do it. Maybe I need some other piece of dialogue.
There's nothing I can do with this.
Nothing I can do with this. I'm too stupid. What are you doing now? Why are you going over to this side? Can I maybe fill it with whatever this miscellaneous poison is?
No, not a chance.
Okay, fine. Sorry, it was just a suggestion. Didn't realize I was so prudish about things.
Well, Halligan, what did
Look around.
I haven't seen him
yet.
No?
I couldn't get hold.
Have you tried?
It's all right.
Why don't you go?
I don't have change.
You what?
No.
Well.
Okay, that's just all repeating.
Okay, Chris.
Okay. Well, Halligan, what did?
I feel like if there's some combination of dialogue I might have to click on for him to say, oh, well, you could maybe poison him. Haven't seen him yet.
I haven't seen him.
No?
No, I think we've all done this.
I have some. No, Chris, of course not.
Fine. Go. Bye. Don't need you. Don't want you or need you. I've decided. Well, that's kind of my only lead, then. I'm not sure what to do.
A flask, half filled with apple juice.
Half filled with apple juice. He seems to get more and less posh each scene. Like, they just pick an accent at random. How you get him to talk about ethanol, but you basically have to say something like, wow, being a scientist sounds fun with all this alcohol around. Hang on, I'm going back over to my hint guide. It's up here somewhere. Crime scene, yeah, that was the last thing we did there. Lovely. Back. How can I get the evidence analysed? Forensics lab, Chris, and then someone, be sure to ask him if he knows about the bones. There we go. Oxford Ornithology Museum. Ornithology. How can I get the coins? It's doing everything I already know. It's like, Krish has stashed a supply of liquor in one of these black bottles. What? There's actual liquor in one of these bottles? You must dust off the bottles for... Fuck off! Fuck right off! Okay. In order to do this, what I need to do is, for no apparent reason, use the scarf that we picked up in our drawer on one of the bottles, which will then somehow reveal that there's alcohol in it and not just pure ethanol, and then we can talk to Chris about it. That makes me enraged. That makes me want to kill somebody. Apparently, this might work. According to the guide, at least, the hint guide. I can't even tell what's in them. 20 minutes later. I just wandered into this man's lab and spent 20 fucking minutes of my life dabbing down his bottles of ethanol and methanol for no reason whatsoever.
too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is. Too dangerous to carry the bottle around with me. I don't even know what kind of stuff that is.
No, I don't know what that's done for me, but it says that's what you're supposed to do.
Chris surely wouldn't like that. Apart from that, who knows what's in it? Take it with me. Take it with me. Take it.
Chris, what's in your shiny, shiny bottles, Chris?
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say?
I didn't get out of the museum.
The museum. My
you what?
No.
Well.
Okay.
He still won't fucking talk about it. Guide, what do you want from me? Use the green scarf on the bottle of ethanol, then talk to Chris about the flasks. What? Use the green scarf on the bottle of ethanol, then talk to Chris about the flasks. He won't talk to me about the flasks. Christopher?
Well, Halligan, what did Professor...
I don't want to talk about the fucking museum.
I haven't...
No?
I have some... No, Chris, of course.
All I can ask him about is the fucking wallet. Chris, I'm gonna kill you with a brick in a second. Green scarf. Use it again. No, we already spent 20 minutes on it. Use the flask. Nope, don't want to use the flask either. Use the flask from here.
That doesn't work.
Why doesn't it work?
I'd rather think about it again. That doesn't work.
What about use the green scarf on these?
I don't want that.
Why not?
Take it with me. Chris surely wouldn't like that. Take it with... Take.
Can you give Chris an item? I don't think so. Did you miss a step? I don't think so either. Here's the clues that I'm reading. While the drunk is awake, it would be impossible to steal his coins. The next clue is, an ultra-strong drink might knock him out. The next hint is, grab the extra flask sitting on the ground. Then you can find something to put in it. Next hint, alcohol is usually stored in bottles. Next hint, did you notice bottles of liquid anywhere else you visited? Bottles of different liquids are in the Scotland Yard Forensics Lab, including several forms of alcohol. Although you are not told so, Chris has stashed a supply of liquor in one of these black bottles. Next hint, in order for him to tell you about it, you must dust off the bottles first. Use the green scarf on the bottle of ethanol, then talk to Chris about the flasks. Then it says, you can agree to try some and something about fingerprints happens. I have no fucking idea. Is there anything else to do in the meantime? Maybe there's like something else I'm supposed to do first. How can I get inside the museum? Call the museum. Oh, for fuck off. Just die in a fucking well. Give flask to Chris, maybe? I tried that and it wouldn't work. He just went like, keep that to yourself. But maybe now that I've driven them off, maybe he'll be like, oh, you want some alcohol, do you? I noticed you dusting my dusty cups. What do you mean, I think Chris needs it? What do you mean? What did I click on? Chris needs what? A flask? Can't give it to him there.
Just keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself. Just keep that yourself. Well, Halligan, how'd you get... What did Professor...
If you ask me over the museum again, I'm going to rip off your genitals.
I had a look round.
You only... Why didn't you...
I couldn't get...
Have you tried the...
I don't have...
Well, now you've... Hey, you haven't got a...
Okay, Chris. See you later on.
By talking to homeless men again. Maybe we have to exhaust all the dialogue with the homeless men. It's like, we already talked to him about how much he fucking loves cider, but maybe it's like, you know, I also fall asleep if I drink a lot of cider. I hope that doesn't happen though, because then I might lose me 60 pence. And I'll need that to make a phone call to me missus later. And then dumb boy Brian goes, that gives me an idea. Hello, homeless man. Can I have your money?
Yeah. Are you crazy? That's mine. Hands off, okay?
We're fucking scum.
The beggar can make better use of them. Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough?
Apparently not. No.
My goddamn mother. Bagger off.
Bagger off. Can I help you somehow?
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Maybe I can do something.
Just leave it. No money.
I could give you some drink. What do you need most urgently?
What do you need most urgently?
What I need? I need a drink. Hey, mightn't you have a couple of pounds for me?
Mightn't you have a couple of pounds is something that no one has ever spoken out loud.
Money? What for?
For the next bottle. This one's empty, and I hate empty bottles.
I understand.
Okay. Sorry, I've got no money on me. Because we said that one before as well.
Sorry, I've got no money on me.
No money, eh? Well, bagger off then, old miser.
I just don't have it. My wallet's gone.
Okay, I must be off now.
Well then. Okay.
Well then.
Hey, it's me
okay.
again.
So what? You know, bagger.
Bagger off. Oh,
Can
I
I
help
help?
you?
Hey,
just
maybe
make sure there's no other thing. Have you tried working? That's such a horrible thing to say. Sure, will be horrific.
Have you tried working?
Listen, mate. You want trouble.
I'm gonna
you from the
fucking
Benedict
slit your
office or
face.
something like that. Bagger off, you.
Oh, I didn't want to be impolite. I'm just interested.
Bagger off, pal. You think I'm on holiday here, right?
No, of course not. I just meant...
Go on, save your breath. Bagger off.
Ooh, that is a
okay.
Very
I must be off
uncomfortable
now.
scene.
Well then. Okay.
Right, thank you. Well, thank you for the follow, if that was a follow. Honestly, I can't remember which noises are which on my stream. Don't try and steal his money again! Go, just leave, Chris, or whatever the fuck your name is. You're not Chris, the twink is Chris. Sit on the bench, go to sleep.
I really don't have the time for a break.
Right, save. Don't crash. I'm terrified of this particular scene. We didn't check this either here. A fun game to play is to try and keep a note of all the crimes committed by Detective Halligan. He seems like one of the most unpleasant men I've ever seen. What is this? Scrunched up piece of paper or something? Okay, we can't do anything with that, but we can get his number. Maybe I have to... Again, just make sure I have all the info, because my character is a moron. Pick up the phone. Take out this. He'll look at it and go, oh, there's phone numbers in this phone book.
Listed in here. Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
Okay. Now, leave. Because we don't have any money. Look, if you're gonna go so far as to drug the man, you can just probably kick him to unconsciousness and take the money, if you're going that far anyway. I'm not saying I think it would be a good idea to do, or something that would be moral or ethical, but clearly Hennigan is not really concerned with that sort of thing. Scotland Yard, please. Run back in here. Chris! Chris, please help me. Please talk to me about your secret special flasks and your drunk ways.
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say?
So in order for him to acknowledge his dusty flasks, we had to both clean them with a scarf, for no reason, and talk to a homeless man more about cider. Then that makes Chris open up more, because he could just sense that. He could sense people opening up in the world and wanted to join in. I'm gonna find the people who made this and do things to them.
Something I wanted to ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all
Ethanol.
sorts of different chemicals I need for my work. Indicator solutions, alcohol, things like that.
That's really interesting. You've got a great job. Masses of alcohol and everything legal. Maybe we should mention the alcohol and specific things.
You've got a great job, Chris. Masses of alcohol and everything legal.
Nonsense, Halligan. Do you think we spend all day getting drunk with medical alcohol? Why don't you just try the stuff?
Alright. Sure, no problem.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, cutscene. Again, I'm not sure if the cutscenes are displaying right now. I'll try and fix that for next time. If not, because I also can't see my preview window because this game is fucked. Chris is wandering over. He's picked up a cup. He's filled it with some liquid. And now he's waddling his way back over to me.
Health.
And he's given me the cup.
What's up? Go ahead, try it. You won't get one of these so often.
I will say, Chris looks a lot less hot in this
All right,
mode.
Here we go. Cheers.
The rendering is very unpleasant. I'm downing the cup. And now I'm making a face.
To your health, Brent.
An interesting aroma, isn't it?
Brent, aren't you feeling very well?
My vision's gone woozy and I think I'm passing out. Yeah, everything's gone black as Chris laughs at me. What? Now I've woken up. My hair is still immaculate. I look a little bit like Ray Liotta. And I'm getting up. Chris, I don't think is anywhere to be seen. It's unclear how long I've been unconscious.
Cold with this kind of stuff, Chris. Chris?
Chris is gone. My character is looking around confused. And now I'm back. So Chris is now missing. Okay, cool. Let's go poison that homeless man. Poison is a strong word. Loosen up.
No, not a chance.
I'm gonna hit you with a brick. Work?
A flask, half filled with apple juice.
Please.
Too dangerous to Too dangerous. A bottle with some sort of chemical.
Some sort of chemical. He went very German there.
Take it with me. Chris surely wouldn't like that. Looks like there's no there's no point in that looks like that look not think first, Brent. There's no there's I would have I not that of I no I that I should that that's there's I look I think first, Brent. That won't get me any further.
Oh. Every step, it's like walking through a swamp where you're like ripping your own leg out trying to trudge through the mud.
A flask, half filled with apple juice.
Brian, do you think something else might fit in that flask? Something that you were given? To maybe make that man go to sleep? Please. Where'd Chris go? Maybe we're meant to find Chris. Maybe Chris is important to this in some way. I don't know if he is or not. Where'd Chris go? Do we have a break room? Maybe he's in my office just rifling through my horrible soiled laundry that I keep in my drawers. I think if your office looks like this, you need to like take a hard look at yourself. I mean, it's not that bad, but the pizza boxes in particular, you can see scraps of stuff in there. That's gonna reek soon. Don't use your phone. It's irritating. Leave me alone. He's not in here. Leave. Salute the Queen and the former prince. You don't need Chris, I don't think. Back over to the hint guide. What does the hint guide have to say? I'm ashamed to be using the hint guide so much. Evidence, something. Oxford Anthology Museum, Scotland Yard, floor plan. Oxford Anthology Museum. How can I use the pay telephone? Yep. How can I get the coins? Use some fingerprint dust on another shelf on the bottles. When you agree to try some, Chris will accidentally leave his fingerprints behind after he uses the bottle. Use some fingerprint dust on the bottles. The game also crashed when I tried to tab back in. Because you can't read. Let's see when it last saved, everybody. Oh my fucking god. Okay, fine. I'm solving this puzzle if it kills me, which it might. Chris, knock me the fuck out. Give me your liquor. Or whatever it was. Not liquor, it's pure fucking ethanol. It's shocking how stupid this man is, but I guess it makes sense because he's in the Met Police.
Well, Halligan, how'd you put it?
Something.
Oh, they...
Great job. Lots of alcohol. Sure, no problem. Kill me. Yep, there we go. Then find some fingerprint dust. Fingerprint dust. Where would I find fingerprint dust? It said something about other shelves. I didn't even know I could use this, to be honest.
I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with this.
Which one of these is fingerprint dust?
Right. I can't do anything. I can't.
Are there any other shelves? Is there fingerprint dust in one of these drawers? Considering he's police, it's weird that he draws the line at beating homeless people. Exactly. Can't interact with any of these. It must be up somewhere. Fingerprint dust. Is there dust in these mortar and pestles?
Take it with me.
Take. The average age was 19.
I can't do anything with this.
Ah!
I can't even pronounce the name on the label.
One of the bottles. Just click all of the bottles, and eventually one will work. Use some fingerprint dust on the bottles. It's definitely ethanol. It couldn't be anything else. Yeah, shocking. It's the ethanol. What's wrong with you?
Crystal.
Yeah, I know.
That won't get me any further.
Fill the fucking bottle! Okay, I can just take the bottle. Now use with this. Oh my god. Why do I play adventure games? They make me angrier than any other genre of video game, I think, and yet I keep going back for more. Like a masochist pig eating up the slop.
I don't think it's a good idea to take the bottle out of the lab. Chris
Well-
will be back quite soon. He'll notice it at once.
Well, why did you take the bottle off the shelf at all? I just wanted you to pour a little bit in, you freak. You won't notice that there's piles of fingerprinting dust all over it. I guess not. It was dusty anyway. It's just new dust. You won't mind. Right. Homeless man, do you want to go to sleep now? For maybe forever, because I don't know how strong I've made this. I took a little bit of it in a polystyrene cup and it made me pass out for probably a good 10 minutes. Maybe longer. Save just in case it crashes again, because I'm terrified. Although every time I alt-tab, it seems to make that more risky. So maybe I should just save every time I'm going to alt-tab for clues. Maybe that's a way of doing this. Mr. Homeless. I don't know if I ever asked your name. It's probably rude to call you Mr. Homeless. I'll try and make a point of asking if there's an option. What's your name?
Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough questions yet? You know more about bagger off.
Okay. Do you want... I can't give him from this screen. Oh my god. Fine. Do you want some delicious cider? It's definitely cider and not something that could theoretically run a car.
I've got something for you. Apple schnapps.
Schnapps, of course it
Halligan's
is.
home distillery. My own brand. Would you like to have a taste?
That really just makes it sound like you came in the elixir.
I'm as dry as the bottom of a parrot's cage.
Why don't you drink it
If
all?
somebody came up to me and said, do you want to try this? It's my own special brand. I would assume they were trying to feed me their own semen. Well, he's fucked. Cool. I'm gonna steal this homeless man's money! No. I don't feel good about that. Puzzle solved, everyone! Yippee! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we killed. Hope you feel good about yourself, Radigan. Couldn't you just... I guess if he's lost his wallet, he can't go to the bank. His bank card's probably gone. But surely he has some, I guess... I don't know, I guess if I lost my wallet, well, I live in the future. I could just use Google Pay or something like that. I could be fine.
Cool.
If I lost my wallet, it would be okay. I mean, it would be annoying. But back then, when you didn't have, like, contactless phone payments and PayPal and shit like that, it must have been a nightmare to use your wallet. There are no usable phones in all of Scotland Yard. This is the only logical solution to the puzzle. We don't want to ask the Lowry guy, because we're too awkward around him. He's intimidating. We couldn't use his phone, obviously. And Chris doesn't want us to use his phone because I guess the phone bills are too high, which I still don't get. Because I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was just a fixed charge. Pick up the phone, please. Put in the money. Bring up the phone book as well. 999, yes. I wish to report a body. Then, put in the money.
What shall I pay for?
The fucking call!
What shall I pay for?
I've never used a phone box. I don't know. Genuinely, it's going to sound deranged and like I'm 7 years old. How do you use a phone box? Like, is there a button you need to press and then you put in the number and then you put in the money? Or is it a completely different order? I genuinely don't know what you do.
Let's see if the phone number of the museum
We know it is.
in here.
And we know his thing is, this extension is there as well.
Okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the
Fantastic.
extension of
Also, I think it's
Professor
reset my volume
It's
again.
here.
Oh.
I've got it.
Okay. Volume set. Can I... Volume slightly? I can. Now I've got the number. Now put in the thing.
What shall I pay for?
The call! Nerd!
What shall I pay for?
Put in the
I can't hear
number!
any dialing tone.
What do you mean you can't hear a dialing tone? I don't know what that means! What's a dialing tone?
I can't hear any dialing tone. I can't hear
Fuck
any
me,
dialing
am I gonna have to
tone.
look up a manual on how to use a phone? I feel like one of those viral videos for boomers, where it's like, look at the modern generation. They can't do fucking anything if it's not an app.
I can't hear any dialing tone.
I don't know what to do. I genuinely have no idea how to use this.
What shall I pay for?
I don't know. Like, no dialing tone. Does that mean it's broken? Jen said trying to use a payphone. I'm trying to put in the coins.
What shall I pay for?
I don't know what to pay for. Wait, do you put in the coins, then you pick up the phone? Is that how it works? coin in first. I'm so angry. Okay. So you put in the coins, then you pick up the phone?
What shall I pay for?
What?
What shall I pay for?
The phone call!
It won't work without money.
I wonder where you could find some money in your fucking pockets. Coins. It worked. Dial tone? I don't know what a dial tone is.
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Who am I speaking to?
I'm Brent Halligan. Detective Halligan from Scotland Yard. That one. That one.
This is Detective Halligan from Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard? What can I do for you?
I need to speak to Professor Turner.
Yes.
Doesn't he work at the museum?
Yes, but he's away on business.
Where's he gone to?
Where has he gone to?
Kenya. It's a long expedition.
Well, that's unfortunate then. Does he bring his mobile phone? Did he have a mobile phone? It's 2001. Oh, Christ. It's like on the cusp of that being a thing, right? I think of like 2003 being when mobile phones really exploded. And like everybody started having them. You know, like the Nokia 3310 and stuff like that my mum had. I remember being very, very, very small and playing Snake on my mum's phone at like a waiting room. Like kicking my feet because they didn't reach the ground on a little waiting room chair. That must have been when I was like 5, 6. So like, yeah, 2001, 2, 3. He might have a mobile phone.
But I really need to speak to him urgently.
Professor Turner will not be available while he's on his expedition. I'm afraid you'll have to wait.
Fine. What was your name? Look, miss. I guess we should lean into being as unpleasant as possible with this freak.
Look, miss. What was your name?
Goodbye, Mr. Halligan.
She's hung up.
Maybe I can call directly. Let's try calling directly with the book. Pick up the fucking phone. Oh. Can I put the coins in now? Yes, I can. Then, take out the book. Then...
Let's see if the phone
get
number
the
of the museum is
it's all
listed
fine.
in here. Museum, okay.
Ancient phone
Museum
booth
of African
knowledge.
Studies. Museum
I've
of
never
Ancient
seen
History.
a working phone
Here,
booth.
Anthropological
Phone
Museum.
booth feels
and
weird
the
to say.
extension
I've never
of
seen
Professor
a working
Turner.
telephone
It's here.
box.
I've got it.
They're always... A couple of them in Cork City have been transformed into like phone charging stations. You know, they're just like basically a huge bank of USB slots. And the rest of them were all torn down, feels like 20 years ago here. And then the rest of them that are left just sort of neither are just reeking of piss. Like you can tell that multiple people have died doing heroin in them, but you wouldn't go anywhere near them. I've never had an opportunity to use one.
Hello?
Hello, it's me again, Detective Halligan.
I told you, Professor Turner isn't here.
Yes, but...
Detective, I'm very busy. Please call again in 8 weeks.
But She's hung up again. Oh.
I'm so angry. Can't I just manually put in a fucking phone number?
Hey, a phone box. And I don't need a phone card.
What's a phone card? This is all very archaic knowledge. What's a phone card? Is it like they have that for the tube as well, like an Oyster card, right? Is it like that but for phones? A pre-charged card with money in it. Ah! Can't believe people can do this to the police. Fuck off. Don't need you. Does that... I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, we basically just keep getting told to fuck off. They were all the rage. I mean, I keep having money. How much is it per call? How much was in 2001, how much would it cost to use a telephone box? It probably depends on the call, but like just a standard like 5-minute call back home or something. Like within the same city even. 20 cent? 20 pence, whatever they use there. I don't know what to do. 10p per 30 seconds. What? That's so incredibly expensive. You would want to be like You'd want to speak fairly fucking quick. 20 to 50p. Oh my god. That seems insane. I'm glad I never had to use them. It's like, is this how landlines worked as well? I was asking that earlier. If you had a landline when you were a kid and you called somebody, did that then add up to a phone bill at the end of the month? Or did you just pay for the phone line per month? Like a fixed charge? It might be different for different places or something. Landline was free evenings and weekends. Otherwise, yes, it's all on the bill. Huh. We had a plan where calls were free evenings and weekends. This is a thing, apparently. I'm assuming nobody in chat is old enough to experience a party line, but this is all fairly new to me. This is how old I am. I did have a landline. I have made calls on a landline. However, it was a wireless one. I have never experienced a phone that was bolted to the wall with, like, the curly cord or something like that. Maybe my nana had one, but I never used it. And mine was all, you know, wireless ones that you charged up. For a home phone landline, we paid for a contract, but there was no long-distance calls. Used to chat to my mates as soon as we got back in from school on a party line. What? It's like, I don't know if this is a joke or not.
I don't know what to put in there.
What do you mean put in there? Oh, it's a letterbox. The bone? That's not right.
I should think up something else.
Yeah, don't put your penis in there, Brannigan, whatever your name is. No joke. I mean, that's sweet. It's the old person's equivalent of, you know, jumping on a Discord call with your friends. I don't mean old person, by the way. Anyone over the age of probably 32 probably knows that feeling. I'm slightly too young. Also didn't have any friends. So two things going against me, but slightly too young. I'm only 30. I'm nearly there. We're basically the same age. As soon as I got home from school, I used the dial-up internet to get on AIM and put an edgy away message. See, this is also slightly before my time. I have never used anything like that, like MSN Messenger or... What's AIM? Is that AOL Instant Messenger? I don't know if AOL existed when I was a kid. I've never experienced dial-up. I think it's just I got lucky with where I grew up. Because I've never used dial-up. I've been using internet for a long time. Unrestricted internet access. And I always remember... I mean, very shit broadband, but broadband. And now I have fibre, obviously. AOL was like a whole software you could log into. What do I do here, by the way? Hang on. Don't drink the apple juice. I'm gonna save before I log out. Or not log out, but tab out. How the fuck do I get through to this museum? Get the coins. Apple juice. No, not the fucking coins. I want the... How can I get the evidence analysed? Oxford or the museum. The woman won't talk to me. What should I do? If you knew her name, she might talk to you. Oh, fuck off. I have to go talk to Chris to ask the receptionist's name at the museum. I'll be totally honest. I didn't twig that was somebody working at the museum. Even though she said to me, oh, I know the professor and he's away on business. Because I genuinely thought that when you called via telephone box, they connected you via some sort of operator. Was that not a thing at this point in history? Back to Scotland Yard. Where the fuck is Chris? I thought we were speaking to like an old-timey operator. And we go like, connect me to the museum, please. I was wondering why we needed the extension. Okay, cool. Back here. Christopher, I really want to pull on this guy's tie. He either shouldn't have the tie on or he should lengthen it. He seems to be wearing a children's tie. Where the fuck did you run off to, Chris?
Well, Brent, still got a headache?
Don't ask, Chris.
Have you managed to contact Professor Turner?
Yeah, I phoned him, but he wasn't in.
Not in?
He's on an expedition. I just talked to some woman who works there.
With his extension number?
Yes, exactly.
Well, Halligan, that was probably his daughter Melanie. She works in the museum as well. My friend told me a lot about her. He used to be really keen on her.
So, Professor Turner has a daughter.
That feels very
Thanks,
old-fashioned.
Chris. I think that'll help me.
Amazing! I know her name. Some woman. I don't usually learn their names. Woke game having women in it. We've even seen one of them. A man has to use the potty from time to time. I don't like that sentence. Maybe it's because I'm on the internet too long and that kind of speak just reminds me of like ABDL people. Museum of Oxford, back here. Now let's talk to this woman. We're rapidly gonna run out of money at this point. How to use a payphone? What's a phone card? I thought it went through an operator. I'm fast enraged into where it's all just emotional static. When did, I mean, genuinely, when did the operator system stop being used? Was that World War II or was it 1992? You could tell me either number and I would completely accept it. I have no, like knowledge of this or experience with it whatsoever. Long before my time. So you can't call up, like, you can't call up of somebody now and say, operator, connect me to this number. I guess what would be the point? I put in the thing. There we go. Now call the number.
Hello?
Hello, this is Halligan again. Please don't hang up, Miss Turner.
How do you know my name, Mr. Halligan?
Chris
I'm
Ecker
your
told me
real
that
dad.
Professor Turner's
Just
your
really
father.
fuck with her.
Yes, that's true.
What do you do at the museum?
I'm an anthropologist.
The same as your father.
Perfect. We need a bone boy.
Miss Turner, do you
Are
think
you a bone
could
boy
help?
too?
That depends. What's the trouble?
I found a bone that I've had examined at the lab.
A bone? A human bone?
Yes, of course. It belonged to a murder victim.
Murder? How awful.
The bone is from the body of
They're
one
all
of the
so
victims
posh.
of the skeleton murders. I take it you've read about them?
Oh, good heavens, yes. What can I do for you?
Couldn't we discuss that inside?
Certainly. Come on
Yes!
over. I'll let
Worked.
you in.
All we needed to do was her name. Not the whole, I'm a policeman, can you open the fucking door? We just had to know her name. She would be very easy to kidnap. It's like me. If you opened a greasy white van door and said, hey, I've got some adorable baby hens or something, I'd go, yeah, alright, I'll hop in. I'd be very easy to snatch. You can do that. They won't connect you and will probably ask you to stop making prank calls. I don't remember using an operator. I think that's like old, unlike me, Dreya. I have never spoken to an operator, but I have used landlines, curly rope phones. UK telecom providers are transitioning the entire country from copper phone wires to digital phone lines. The UK landline switch-off, initially scheduled for completion in 2025, is moved to 2027. Oh, no more landlines for people! How will all the 92-year-olds call their children? I guess they're just waiting for them to die off. 2027 sounds about right. I don't know anybody with a landline. My nana doesn't have a landline. My nana is 75 years old, and my granddad is also like 75 years old. Neither of them have a landline. They use mobile phones. So, that makes sense. That they would be wanting to shut these things off. It's probably just a waste of infrastructure. I mean, my granddad is terrible at using mobile phone. Every time I go visit my grandparents, which is once every couple of weeks, my granddad will hand me his mobile phone, which is a flip phone, and say, I've fucked it up again, can you help me? And he's either accidentally changed the language or deleted all his messages or his contacts or something. And I'll just go, yeah, fine, and do the thing and get it back. He looked at me like I was a wizard once when I took my smartphone and opened up like Google Lens or Translate or whatever it's called, used the camera to live translate his phone that he had switched into Czech to like change it back into English. And he was like, this is magic, oh my god. Maybe if you want a landline, they'll sell a phone that looks like a landline but has a SIM in it but works like a landline. You can buy those. I've seen them in like like Euro shops. You know, like for €2 you get something that basically looks like a landline but will just like plug into something with a SIM. Mr. Why do you spend so much time on the computer? Go outside, just needing my help. To be fair, my granddad is really terrible with technology, but was kind of mystified and impressed when I played Minecraft as a kid at his house. And was like, this looks really cool and fun. I can see why you do this a lot. This looks great. And was, for many, many years, incredibly addicted to Tetris. My granddad is the only person I know in real life who has an original Game Boy from whenever that launched, early 90s maybe, and just plays Tetris on it all the time. Oh, he's fine with that. They were never one of those, you should be outside playing with friends. They were like, why would I care? I have one of those. They are fun. I've played Tetris on it. I think my granddad owns like 3 Game Boy games. One of them is Tetris, and I don't think he bothers playing the others. Hello, you're a woman.
Mr. Halligan?
Yes, that's right. Hello, Miss Turner. Nice to meet you. Thank you for
You're very
taking
pointy.
the time.
No problem. We're closed
I
anyway.
used to. My
Museum
first
is being
handheld and
refurbished.
only
Not easy to get
handheld
in
game
touch with
console
you.
was a DS
I was
Lite when I
close
was
to giving
10.
up.
Oh, you mean because of the phone call? I'm really sorry. I do sometimes tend to be rather short on the phone. You know,
You look
I get
perfectly
unpleasant
average
calls
height.
sometimes, and that's why I'm a bit suspicious.
I see.
Why are our mouths
Well,
not moving?
I finally got in touch with you.
Would you like to come in?
Why are we echoey now? Good stuff. Done.
Would you like a cup of coffee or anything
Ooh,
else?
this is a very
No,
nice
thanks.
room.
Mr. Halligan, how may I help you?
As I said, I'm working on the skeleton murders. We found another
I
victim
sold
in
it because
Epping
they're worth
Forest.
bank now.
All
I think
the
my
evidence
granddad still
points to
has
the
his.
same
It's a little
culprit as in
battered.
the other cases. The corpse was completely skeletonized. Professional work.
That's horrible. But how can I help you?
My colleague, Chris
I remember
Hecker of
for
the
my
forensic
might
lab
have been
has
for my
already had a
10th
look at the
birthday.
bones. He thought that your
My
father could
dad
perhaps carry
gave
out
me
some
a
additional
Nintendo
tests.
DS Lite,
He is a
not a
renowned
DSi or
expert,
anything. It was
after all.
before that.
Yes, he could do that.
But
as I said, my father isn't here.
I
and
know,
also one of
but
those
it is
pirate
very
cards.
urgent. Perhaps you could have a look?
You
Sorry,
say
I'm barely
you've got
listening to
some
the
of the bones
dialogue. I
with you?
should be.
Yes, just one.
Give her the bone. Don't make jokes.
This is a femur.
Yes, that's
A
what
thigh
Chris
bone.
Hecker said as well.
In
It will
Latin.
take some time, Mr. Halligan. Could you wait a moment?
Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, my dad gave me a DS Lite and then one of those pirate cards, I can't remember what they were called, that just had every DS game on it. It was like you plugged a micro SD into it and then it had 500-600 games or whatever on it and went, here, I downloaded you the entire DS library. Go nuts. And then I spent the next 2 years playing almost exclusively like one Zelda game and Mario Kart. I did not really hugely get into Nintendo. That was fun. I liked the game, okay? I liked the system, okay, I should say. My dad's always been like that. I don't know if my dad has ever bought a video game. Like, my dad's huge into video games, at least previously. I don't know if he plays many video games anymore. My dad, hugely into video games. I don't know if he's ever actually spent money on one. He's like a serial pirate. I think I'm allowed to say that without getting him arrested. I don't know if he even has a Steam account. Actually, no. I think he spent money on games, but only really embarrassing ones. Like, I think he bought the tablet version of one of the newer XCOM games, because he fucking loves XCOM. And I think he spent quite a lot of money on Clash of Clans, which might be the most embarrassing thing he's ever done. But other than that, he just would not buy a game. I didn't buy a game. Because of him, I did not purchase a video game until I was 19. Because he never gave me any money or anything for video games. I didn't have a job. And he was just like, piracy is fine. Just go pirate games, even like indie ones. I'm trying to make up for that a little bit by buying games I like now. I'd like to ask you... No, yeah, sure, I'll wait around. It's fine.
Yes, sure.
I'm just sitting on a bench. That's fine. I'm controlling a woman! I think I've paid for music or movies about 4 times in my life. I've always pirated them. Yeah, I'm still on that train, I think, to be honest. I have Amazon Prime, which lightly sucks, but I have Amazon Prime. We had Netflix briefly, but honestly, it's all gotten a bit much. So, I see why piracy is on the rise again. There was a brief shining moment in culture where piracy was pretty much gone. Like, there are some people who are always going to pirate, and honestly, I think that's fine. There are some people who are always going to pirate and are never going to buy something, so they're a wash. You don't need to worry about them. But that's a low percentage, generally. If you make it really easy and cheap and convenient, most people will buy games and movies and TV. And so when Netflix had everything, and when Steam had everything and was cheap, piracy for games and movies and TV went down to so low. When like loads of websites collapsed, it just went down to nothing. And now it's all back again because of DRM and multiple storefronts for everything and every studio having its own streaming service, which makes it as expensive as cable and satellite was. It's all a mess, and I completely understand why piracy is huge again, as it should be. Oh, it's a cool sickle and a flintlock pistol. Shoot, Hannigan. I think we'd all be better off. Who cares about these spooky druids? Just shoot the real villain of the story. What am I doing, by the way? Am I analysing a bone? Where would I analyse a bone? Over the sink? Like r/sink pissers? I'm assuming they examine stuff.
Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
Well, he's in Kenya for 8 weeks, so he can shut the fuck up about it.
Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
Wash the bone? I don't know. Ooh! Do you have water bills in England? This is in English.
Father hates it when I use up all his chemicals.
I only became aware of this a few years ago when they tried to bring them in here, that most countries do have water bills. Is England one of them?
Not a good idea. I should try and think of something else. Nothing. Oh, Melanie, that won't work.
Right. Can I take the plug? Famously, yes. Wow, what's that like? Not to sound too like, wow, how do you live? But like, I'm assuming it's a very small amount, but paying for water is wild. It's like that scene in Spaceballs where they're selling canned air. The big one has just gone bust. Yes, and then they feed us our own sewage. Oh, that's another thing. It's like privatized, isn't it? It's not a small amount. Oh my god. It's like they tried to bring in water charges here, like water bills. And it's one of the few times I've seen Irish people protest effectively. Like, people were putting up signs in like council estates saying like, if you come here to try and collect the money, we'll break your legs. 40 a month for water! Sorry, that's shocked me to my core. I was expecting it to be like, genuinely, I was expecting it to be like €1 a month. That's where I was sitting. The fact that it's 40, that's twice my phone bill. What the fuck? That's sterling. Yeah, that's like €50 a month. Oh my god. Ireland doesn't pay for water. No, water's free because it's water and you need it to live. We pay $2.40 for water. You fuckers need to riot. What's wrong with Britain? Jesus Christ. If that happened, it was going to be like a few euro a month here at first. And people were like, you are a fucking psychopath. We're going to kill you if you come collect this bill. Because I guess we knew it would get to that point. 4 people live here. Oh my god. It is 100% free here. Because, you know, we pay taxes. That goes towards water and infrastructure and upkeep. Why the fuck would you pay for water? My flat is 33 a month water bill. I pay for water, electricity, sewage, and what? Sorry, I sometimes forget that Britain is going through sort of a self-imposed apocalypse. Like, occasionally I'll see on the news, like, you know, another 50,000 food banks have opened up in Britain, and apparently they pay for sewage and water. You get sewage fees. I understand, because I went to Britain recently enough. I went to Wales fairly recently, and every time I go to Britain, I am shocked by how cheap the food is. Because it's easily like 30 or 40% cheaper than it is here. Like, Ireland's fucking expensive for food. But I guess, and I was always like, why are they always complaining about being in poverty in Britain? But then I realized that they have to pay for fucking everything, apparently. You get sewage free in your tap water. Incredible. Viva la Revolution. Yeah, if they made people pay 30 or 40 or 50 euro each for water here, they would actually, like, string up the Taoiseach in the streets and, like, make an example of him, I think. Or what am I doing here? Something about a bone. Can I put a bone in this cup?
Not a good idea.
No. Where do I put the bone?
Would that really be clever?
Probably not.
There's no
Soak it in
point in
methanol.
that.
Grind it up.
I don't want that.
I mean, the family of the victim might want the remains at some point, so maybe don't grind it up. They won't miss a femur. They won't know what's missing. We could replace it with, like, a dog toy.
Can't see a thing.
Can't see a thing. Maybe put this in here? Come on, just please, please, I'm begging you, just please. Can I move to Ireland or will they lynch me? Ireland's getting pretty right-wing, so it depends on who you are, I suppose. I mean, there's talk of Conor McGregor running for Irish president. Now, luckily, the Irish president doesn't have any power, but that's fucked that anybody's even mentioning it. Some tweezers. Can I take some tweezers? And some lovely little glasses. What is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. A projector of some sort? I don't know what this is. Can I leave? Can I go over to this cupboard? Common travel area is still a thing even post-Brexit. I've considered that as a way to regain European citizenship, to be honest. Oh, I feel sorry for Britain, which is a fucked up thing to say because it's Britain, but, like, Britain has spent the last, like, 30 years just, like, continuously shooting itself in the face, and then it just cries. And it's like, on one hand, you are doing it to yourself, and you are famously evil, but on the other hand, at a certain point, the tears get to you. I mean, not that Ireland's that much better off, but still, Jesus. What do I do? Move to Ireland for a few years, apply for citizenship, bang, Euro citizen again. Again, we're fine with immigrants as long as they have money and are white. So, other than that, you might have some issues. Sewage and rubbish collection is free with taxes, though it'll be through council tax, which is dependent on area and house worth. See, this is where Ireland's fucked, again. Because there is no council tax here. Everything is just covered through general taxes, except rubbish collection, which is privatised. It didn't used to be. About 30 years ago, everything was included. If you paid tax, you got rubbish collection, right? It's fine. Now you have to go through a private company. I spend something like, it's something ridiculous, like 25 a month for rubbish collection, which seems so steep. I pay €25 a month to have my bins taken away. Really fucking annoying. But I don't know how much council tax is. Maybe it works out. As an American calling Ireland right wing is cute, that's fair. I mean, they're also another one that's melting into the sea. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of just clicking around.
There's methanol in there.
Oh.
It's sometimes used to clean up relics.
Well, use it on this then.
Looks as if that won't work.
Maybe I need a cloth. Do I have some sort of cloth around? Only 25 a month. Well, I pay every, like, 6 months, so it is sometimes baffling to see, or, like, surprising, I guess, shocking, to see a charge of, like, €175 or something in my account, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Oh yeah, I haven't paid for the bins in, like, a year. Oh!
Forbidden archaeologies.
Take the magnifying glass.
Forbidden
or not.
archaeologies. My favourite. Excellent research. Very mysterious. Forbidden
fine, that's fine. Leave. Methanol can make you blind, fun fact. Isn't that what happened to all the Navy boys? Like, they had methanol in the boats and banned alcohol, and so people were started drinking methylated methanol and going blind. Can I take any of these masks? A lot of these look absolutely horrible. I don't know what to do. I mean, I should probably save. What time is it? Yeah, I should probably save and exit. It's about time. My impression of Druids so far is that it is going to drive me to rages unlike I've experienced in a while. But at the same time, I am finding it fun. So I will keep playing this tomorrow. This is a good time. It's just that I'm going to have the guide up pretty frequently, I feel. Let me save. Woman. Actually, no, don't put exclamation marks and question marks in it. Windows doesn't like that. A woman? Save. Lovely. Now quit the game. Will that break my entire system? No, it's fine. Yippee. We're all good. Oh. Thank you for watching, everybody. It was a lovely time, as usual. So happy you're finally playing this. I mean, it's been on my list for a while. I'd heard of it. I think you suggested it a couple of times as well. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks for following and any subscriptions and bits and stuff that came in throughout. Always very much appreciated. Speaking of monetization, you can also follow me on YouTube if you don't already. I'm assuming any new people are coming in through YouTube because my YouTube is significantly more popular than my Twitch at this point. So if you go to !YouTube, you can find my YouTube channel. There will be another video on Wednesday. It's already edited and uploaded, ready to go. Nice and neat. And you can go to !links to find my Discord and Blue Sky and other places that I'm on. Not that I really post on Blue Sky. I do on Discord, though. I'm fairly active on my server. So if you want to see me share horrible, unfunny memes, you can go there. Regardless of what you do, thank you for watching. I will be live again tomorrow at the same time, 1 PM Irish time, and I will be playing more of this, probably. And hoping it doesn't just crash more and more and more as it goes on.